Hello and welcome to Mysteries and Mimosas, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Mystery Monday.
Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, we just want to take a minute to thank everyone who shows us their support week after week. If you can do us a favor, please share some of our posts, tell your family and friends about us, and let us know how we're doing.
Yeah, that definitely helps us out. So, last week was fun. We took a picture of the mimosas from our episode on Wednesday, and we posted it on Instagram and tagged Dragon Glassware, because that's what the glasses that we use. Mm-hmm. And in turn, Dragon Glassware entered us into their weekly photo competition, and, well, we won.
I know, that's so exciting. But the fun part is we don't even know what we won yet. Dragon Glassware is sending us a free set. I hope it's the Barbie set.
I'm just happy that our mimosa won.
Well, I know. That's exciting. But yes, hopefully it's the pink Barbie glasses.
Yeah, hopefully you get what you want. Apparently you like the pink Barbie glasses, but we've been lucky enough to collaborate with Dragon Glassware before we even produced our first episode. They gave our listeners a 10% promo code before we even had listeners, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So if you follow the link through our website, it will automatically add the promo code at checkout. But if you just happen to go to dragonglassware.com, the promo code is Mysteries and Mimosas Podcast. So just a reminder, and if you're a new listener, Mystery Monday is an opportunity to give you 2 short cases that might not otherwise get anybody else's attention.
Today I'm going to be talking about Donna Cloud. In doing my research, I found quite a bit of speculative information on social media, but I want to keep this episode brief. I really hope we can revisit this case and do a full episode at a later time. Donna was last seen in Splendora, Texas on October 25th, 2016. Donna recently moved in with her father, who later claimed Donna left his house to go on a blind date with an unidentified man that Donna met online. Detectives later learned this story was not true. In fact, detectives learned Donna and her dad had gotten into an argument, during which time Donna's dad asked her to leave his house. When Donna left, she was picked up by 2 men, one of which said he dropped Donna off later that night. At around midnight on October 26, 2016, Donna's Facebook account accepted friend requests from 2 men. Donna was active online in the early morning hours of October 27th, conducting Facebook and Google searches. Prior to Donna's disappearance, Donna was involved in an abusive relationship with her ex-boyfriend. That boyfriend has since passed a polygraph. Donna left behind her car, money, identification, and her clothes. Donna also left behind her 3-year-old son.
Yeah, it's weird that she left all of her possessions behind and her 3-year-old son.
Yeah, I mean, she even left behind her car. So, I mean, how did she leave? On foot? Did somebody pick her up? I also think it's really strange that her dad said she went on this blind date, but detectives later found that there was no evidence of that and that wasn't a true statement.
Yeah, it is strange. Maybe these 2 men that she left with have something to do with it.
It's hard to say, but according to Donna's dad, he received several text messages from Donna stating that date went great, her date was super nice, and Donna would call if she needed anything. However, like I said, detectives say there's no evidence to suggest that Donna ever went on that date.
Okay, so if there's text messages on Dad's phone from Donna saying that the blind date went well, and they could prove that they were sent from Donna's phone, yet there's nothing to show that Donna went on this blind date, I wonder if detectives were able to prove or disprove whether or not Dad actually sent those messages from her phone to his phone.
Well, actually, detectives say Donna didn't even have a cell phone to trace or ping, and no credit cards to track. So I don't know if that indicates she didn't take her cell phone with her, so they couldn't trace that, or if she never had a cell phone at all.
Well, if she didn't take her cell phone with her to this supposed blind date, then she would have never been able to text her dad to say it went well.
That's true. I just wonder if she actually went out with these 2 men that picked her up, they dropped her back off, and then she left again. And, I mean, did she not take her cell phone with her that time? Or does she just not have a cell phone? It wasn't clear what was meant by that.
Sure, and were the Google searches and Facebook searches on the early morning hours of the 27th. Were those even her?
I don't know. And I don't know if they were done from a computer or from a cell phone.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there certainly are a lot of unanswered questions that I'd love to get to the bottom of. I want to table this one for a full episode. Maybe I can reach out to some of the family or friends and just see what their input is, and hopefully somebody will talk to us to help bring more awareness to Donna's disappearance.
Donna is described as being between 5 feet and 5 feet 2 inches tall, 95 to 133 pounds. She was last seen wearing a burgundy t-shirt, blue jeans with a hole in the back right side pocket, and white canvas shoes. She was carrying a hard phone case that functioned as a wallet. She's further described as a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. Donna's ears are pierced and her nose is pierced on the right side. She has the following tattoos: a diamond on her right ring finger, a cross on her right index finger, the words "Love is enough" on her collarbone, the word "faith" in cursive on the inside of her right forearm, a crown on her inside of her forearm, and script writing on her back on the right shoulder blade reading, "God is within her, she will not fail." Psalms 46:5. Donna also has deep dimples in both of her cheeks. If you have any information at all about Donna's disappearance, please contact the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office at 936-760-5800.
Well, thank you for that information. I know our Mystery Monday episodes highlight 2 cases with limited information, and unfortunately the disappearance of Jodie Brooke Anderson is just that. The information available for Jodie Brooke Anderson is very limited. So here's what we know. Jodie Brooke Anderson was last seen in East Nashville, Tennessee. Jodie goes by her middle name Brooke and is known to hang out in the area of Brick Church Pike and Trinity Lane in Nashville. Jodie was always known to be very active on social media, but since her disappearance, Jodie has been completely silent. On June 5th of 2017, a Nashville Police Department police officer gave Jodie a citation, and that officer was the last person to see Jodie alive again.
Do you know what that citation was for? Was she driving or something? Or?
I don't know what it was for, but it certainly gives us a good timeline into her disappearance, right?
It does, absolutely.
Jodie is the mother to only one child, which is her son. Jodie missed her son's first birthday, and if you visit Jodie's Facebook page, you'll see that Jodie's son is her entire life. She posts a lot about her son. And so it would be very uncharacteristic for Jodie to be apart from her son for any length of time. So like I said, this is the most information that I can find about Jodie, which, it's difficult sometimes when people just up and vanish without a trace. But it's also why we also see the importance behind doing these episodes, because we want to be able to share these people's stories so that our listeners can look at these pictures and maybe somebody might know something.
Of course, because we know that somebody out there does know something, and it just takes that one person to come forward and...
Yeah, even if they don't think it means something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, even if it's just a piece of information that you think is not relevant, it might be. It might be the one thing that detectives need to tie it together.
Yeah.
So Jodie's described as 5 foot 4 inches, 160 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. Jodie has pierced ears, a pierced upper lip, and a tattoo on her chest which reads, "Daughter of a King." Jodie was 18 years old at the time of her disappearance, and she would be 25 years old today. So if you have any information about Jodie Brooke Anderson, please contact Detective Adam Weeks at 615-880-2928. And of course, I'm going to do this to you. Are you ready with that information for Donna?
Yes, I am.
You don't seem like you're ready.
I'm ready. If anyone has any information about Donna's disappearance, please contact the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office at 936-760-5800.
And,
See?
Oh, you were. Yeah.
I was.
No, sure.
An apology is appreciated.
I'm sorry that I caught you off guard and you had to rush to find your place.
Wow.
Is that a good apology?
No.
Yeah, it's terrible, huh?
It's not an apology.
Don't you hate when people apologize
Yeah.
for your feelings and
Right.
your actions?
Like, I'm sorry that you felt this way about that. Like, just say you're sorry. Just apologize.
Wait, are you telling me to apologize right now, or are you just saying in general when people do that, they should just apologize?
No, again, I'm telling you to apologize.
Oh.
You
Hold on.
chastised me and said I wouldn't be prepared with the information, and I was.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry that I doubted you. You usually are much more prepared than I am. So that's my apology to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Anything you want to apologize to me for? Didn't think so.
Not at the present time.
All right. That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you for joining us for Mystery Monday. As usual, please do us a favor. Show us that support by going and following us on Instagram, following us on Facebook. And most importantly, if you don't want to follow us, you're not into that, if you could just spread the word about our podcast, that's how we get listeners. Just go ahead and do us a favor. Tell your family and friends. And if you enjoy it, we'll keep giving you episodes every week. So thank you for listening.
That's right. Cheers.
Cheers.